Hello and welcome to this Project in a Box video tour. In this session we're going to be having a look at the new features in Planner version 3.3. So Planner, these features can be used across the whole range of Planner integrations with Community Edition, Personal Edition, Small Team and Enterprise Editions. They affect risk and issue areas as well as percentage complete calculations for data upgrading into resource profiles and plans at the multi-user level. So the new features, firstly we're going to have a look at features associated with RAID, risks, actions, issues, decisions, type registers. So we have the inclusion of actions and decisions in the issue register. This is something people have been doing for a little while on their own, but we've included it as standard now. We've also got a mode where we can show just the issue and risk elements of Planner without the plan. So you can have a focused RAID register and then a separate plan document if you want to. And also we've got guidance that supports both tasks, risks and issues type arrangements, as well as a general guidance on how to use Planner. These are standard things that we'll provide initially, and then if you personalize your Planner implementation to use a different way of calculating risk or issue, data, etc., then you can personalize your own guidance and substitute that instead. On the percentage complete side, we're going to have a look at some different ways now that are available to you of calculating the percentage complete at summary group levels. So this is how it treats the contributions from tasks which are normal, conventional, multi-day task perhaps, with some time period associated with them, milestones which have usually no time period associated with them, and how the data from those are combined together when calculating the summary task percentage complete. Okay, so let's go and have a look at that then. So here I am in one of the plans. This is a plan I've been using for a little while, and we now see in the ribbon here we have a guidance button. This is a generic guidance button. It'll take us to the guidance for use of Planner as a whole, and we can see it here bringing us to the page on the website that gives us guidance on use of Planner. There's then a button each on the forms for editing or adding new tasks, risks and issues. So if we go and have a look at a particular risk here, we can see the guidance button here, and that'll take us to risk guidance specifically. So now we've got guidance on creating a new risk. Same for issues, same for tasks as well. There'll be a button here on each form. Now what you're shown behind those buttons depends on what the system holds. So we're shipping a set of information that goes into upgrades and new installations of Planner, and that's all held up here in Preferences and Global Guidance. So these are the standard ones we've just been looking at. You'll see there's also a Plan Guidance place here, and you can have guidance built into your plan. So if you change the way risks are calculated, and you want to change the guidance associated with that, and perhaps produce a PDF or some document showing people how to work through the significance of particular issues and all that sort of thing that we see, all the time people producing guidance of that type, then you can produce as a PDF, store it somewhere, provide a URL link for it which you place in here. You'll place that in your plan template, your risk register template, and then when that comes out to the end user, if there is plan guidance, that will trump the global guidance. So they'll see that ahead of their global guidance. If they want to, they can take the plan guidances that were there and upload them to be their global set. So for organizations, rather than changing all the configs and the standard elements included in the Planner install, you can instead then promote your local guidance to become a new global guidance set. So pretty straightforward and flexible to use. Now the other thing to talk about was sort of RAID type of usage. So what I'm going to do is go away and create a new file. Now when we create a new file in Planner, it automatically gives us plans, risks and issues, and it gives us some preset arrangements for those. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the program view and pick the new option, which is risk and issue only. Previously we could have all, which is the default, or we could have just one of plans, risks and issues. That meant you could have a risk register and an issues register, but not a combined one unless you included plan. And often people will still use Microsoft Project, or they want to have a separate plan only file. So if we just pick risks and issues, we see we get a risk and issue only mode. We could then save this as our template, and in the risk area we can come in here and see, obviously we've got our guidance links, and we've got our ability to manage risks in the way that we normally do within our standard template, which is percentage and impact and proximity all being included in the calculation element. Of course you can change these if you want to, and that's something we've done on the issue side. If I jump over to issues, we'll now see that issues includes not only request for change, off spec and problem, but also action and decision. So the idea is that you would now collect within your issue register actions and decisions, giving you a full set of RAID information, and you can then filter out, if you want to, just actions, just decisions, just other issues, just risks, etc., using the view capability within Planner and within the main application for reporting purposes. So nice little feature here, allows you to have, say, RAID only or plan only, for example, and the areas customized within that you want. When customizing those calculations, again, just as a quick review, that's in here, manage lookups. So I wanted to change my risk probability or risk impact elements, I could come to here, change the selectable value, the selectable element names, and what the values associated with those are. And I can add new categories and take them away and do all sorts of things. So lots of new flexibility here in Planner, and this is reflecting the way that increasingly people are using it. They're using it to collect a bigger range of information, they're adopting it as a corporate tool and putting in their own particular approaches to risk and issue management and their own particular guidance associated with that. Okay, so that's that. Let's go and have a look at the percentage complete elements now. So I've got a plan here. And here's my percentage complete calculation plan, and this is currently in the mode that you'll be familiar with Planner. And there it has a weighting based on the number of tasks. So this project plan has 4 tasks, 3 duration tasks and a milestone. One of these tasks is 100% complete, and therefore that's giving a 25% complete weighting to the summary task. So we have a simple model. We've always had a simple model of the tasks are equally weighted up to the summary level. Now when you've got an arrangement like this where one task is substantially longer than the other than the others, you can get something that looks a little bit odd if you don't want to give them all equal weighting per task. So we can change that. We do that in options and preferences, and we do that here on plan preferences. At the bottom we have the default, which is to weight by number of tasks, or we can weight on task duration, and we can also set a token duration for the milestone. So let's switch that to weight on task duration, and now we see we get something which much more closely aligns to this mixed mode of tasks. We've got effectively now something like 200 days, 205 days in total, because we've got 2 days here, 2 days here, and our milestone, although it's a 0 duration in terms of planning, in terms of working out the percentage complete, it has a significance. So even if all the other tasks are 100% complete, unless the milestone itself is complete, you will not get a 100% complete summary level. So it just allows you to flag the fact that a milestone hasn't been updated appropriately. If you want to give milestones a 0 percentage, 0 hour token duration, then of course they'll be irrelevant in terms of the summary bar percentage complete. So not a particularly significant change, but one that some people will find useful depending on the mode in which they are operating their tasks and the sort of relative durations of those, and perhaps the number of milestones that they have working within them as well. Okay, so this is also video 17 in the Planner training videos. The full extent of Planner is covered by training videos broken down into smaller blocks here, and then the more recent features, cost management and user management, in the last version, and these changes into the most recent version here are covered in separate videos at the end. So if you want to go back and learn anything more, this is a really good place to start. You can find that in the help on the Planner tool itself. Hope you found that helpful. If you've got any further questions on Planner or any of our other products, we'd be delighted to assist you further. Thank you.